Hey everyone. We're all still here. Um, this is the great density, so an energetic update. And let me just say, I'm laughing because I'm in neutrality, and the energy, the density is so dense that you can barely move through it. So the energetic environment, the energetic soup, if you will, just let me expand this. Uh, what currently, what so many are feeling, it is, even though it feels so dense, so compressed, it is a very important feature of this overall ascension and a very important step to go forward from. So, having said this, I feel with all of you out there how tense it is, and I'm laughing because there's even times I can barely keep my eyes open, if you will. Now, having said this, this is happening, occurring worldwide. And yes, there are some light anomalies where some individuals are experiencing a good high, but that is proportional to their divine mission, but it's also very rare. The collective, the masses, pressured, much or most even of the light community pressured. Everyone's feeling this huge density, and there's a few reasons for that. This is unprecedented density that is created by the worldwide fear, confusion, worry, despair, all of these energetic factors that are projected from humanity as a whole collective is unprecedented at this time. It is great because it is a great, meaning it's very immense, and again, it's unprecedented. And it is because of, the worldly challenges that all are having and increasing without, for most, any unseen reprieve. However, towards the end of this, there is the reprieve, and it is the real hope in what is coming and what humanity is being prepared for. The great reprieve and the great release and into the freedom and abundance. So that is coming. However, humanity has to be uh, prepared for that to shift what they want and where their focus is at. And part of that is with this present reality, making it so distasteful that then it shifts one to look for something that is better, and it is already here being created. Many are just unaware of it yet. I'm currently in Romania, and let me just say, there's a lot of poverty here as well. The Romanian people are very beautiful, and they can survive, through anything. Is what I need to say. Yet there is that increased worry here with it as you begin to go into winter when things begin to cost more. But it's not only here, it's UK, worldwide, Canada, Australia, US, it's everywhere. Everyone is feeling this. And again, it's all divinely designed and allowed to occur so that humanity makes the shift. They have to choose this existing reality and beast system that creates all of the harm and suffering, it is time for it to go, and it is going. And when it's no longer supported, then the new world that we have already begun is here for everyone, and they can breathe easily and freely. So, monitoring the energy, let me say that I have not raised my vibration today. And if I was to raise my vibration today, I would not be here speaking with you. I would not be on the level of density to identify with so many others. And so, having said that, instantly, if you will, or within a few minutes, I can raise my vibration. I'm an ascended master. I know how to do all of this. However, again, if I'm to raise my vibration, I would not be here with all of you. And it's important that I am here with all of you, with all of the collective, especially at this time. So, yes, I feel the density on the shoulders, the fog, if you will, in the head, and the consciousness with the confusion, but it's not mine. It's coming from the collective. And it's important for all of you sensitive empaths and awakened ones to know that what you're feeling, for most of you, it's not from you. It's the energetic mix that is out there that is so dense and so compressed. So with this, I remain in neutrality, in observer mode of the energy, analyzing it and looking into it. And what is so interesting with the energy here today in Romania is that what I noticed is it was very dense while ones were still working. Um, my senses, for what I am, an overseer of the ascension, I gauge everything worldwide on the macro, but also on the micro. So, and when I did the micro here in Romania, what I feel was the great density when everyone was working. They're asking the questions, what am I working for day after day? And with my paycheck, things are becoming more expensive. It's becoming harder to survive, if you will. But what is interesting, let's say around 3:30 in the afternoon, but it is 6 it is about 6:30 in the evening here now. As I observe the energy, I see the upliftment that began to occur slightly, not a huge upliftment. Believe me, it's still very dense here, but not as dense as what it was a few hours ago. And what is responsible for this little upliftment is that many that were working were going home. So they were able to get a little bit of relief and time for their self rather than focusing on their work and feeling it so distasteful. So what that does, it then equates into a minor upliftment, but very distinct and very noticeable for when one goes home, if you will, after work. It's a different environment and it does feel better. It is, let's say, their safe place, but it's a place where they can be more of their self rather than being a puppet or a robot to society and to the enslavement protocol that comes with that. So it causes an energetic upliftment somewhat that is noticeable. So in this great time, yes, worldwide, the density is increasing. It's unprecedented, but also at the same time, each one of you, as I've said over the years, more notably the last 2, 3 years, as an empath, you have become more and more sensitive. And what this means is that your ability to gauge the outside energy is perhaps many multiples to what it was before. So let's say there could be a little density 4 years ago out there and it would be barely noticeable to you. However, internally you have evolved in your sensitivity with your electrical receivers and transmitters, which is part of your empathy. They have amplified and have become more distinct and more sensitive. And having said this, then you can feel the same type of density what was there 3 years ago. You feel it multiple times more intense, more dense. So you have a combination of this as well. And believe me, I know I, like you, none of us want to be here in this world like this. It is so non resonant, as we all know. And however, again, the reason why we are here is because we're divine ones. We are divine delegates to be here in this now to assist others. And as I always say, we get through everything, we persevere. And what is happening is it's not about you. You are here to change this energy, what's outside. And of course, we have the complete divine instrument vehicle that does that, divine GPMS.world, which is the new world for humanity. It's already being ratified. It is already here. Many just don't know it yet. However, more and more every moment are becoming aware that it is here and understanding even more of what's going on, why the current reality is so dense and sickening, and recognizing that it's a guidance mechanism for to create the worldwide change. So again, ones are being aligned to this. And so the density, let's see, where else will I go with this right now? I'm not going to keep it so very long. Um, when will the density end, if you will? For that, I cannot give you a time on it, but this one should be short lived because typically, with any increased density, and such as this one, it also makes ones to look for different ways, and when they feel the density and they're saying there's no solution, what do we do, what we do? But in that moment, when they get to the point they say there has to be a solution, like this is not all making sense. And then at that moment, they can see the solution, divine GPMS.world, and then they choose it. And how long will this density last? This compression, I really did not anticipate that we would have it yet today. I was hoping we would get a reprieve, but still, it is still here, and it has to do its work. So my message for all of you is to stick with it, whatever you're doing, and we do persevere. And in these times where you're feeling this great density, it is also for the stronger empaths, it is also a sign not to do very much, even rest, sleep if you need to, because even though you're not depressed, the energy is a depressing energy and it's a compressing energy. And again, the reason why it's depressing is because most of the human souls are depressed that are out there. They're in great despair, great confusion, great fear. And confusion, despair, worry, these are all attributes of fear. and they create an energetic mix. And of course, you have the remnants of darkness that love this. This is what they thrive in, and they, with their mechanisms, is to generate as much fear, to control humanity into fear, to keep their fear based world alive. But guess what? None of that works any longer for them. And, their desperate attempts are in vain to attempt to lower the overall energy through wars, inflation, and all of these ridiculous things that the darkness does. Uh, and for everything that the darkness does, the more attempts at creating these fear mechanisms, the more that it awakens ones and to the realization. It becomes so obvious and clear how they say, this isn't right. This causing all the suffering and pain. So again, it's by divine design. It's allowed to occur. Everything is being divinely monitored. Um, so even though it may look very dark and dense at this time, the light at the end of the tunnel, you can see it here. You can see it on this side. It is here. Uh, and it is coming. So we're just going through what you can call another bottleneck with your sun. Any that looks at spaceweather.com or other areas that gives diagrams of the sun and the sun's activity. Whenever you see the coronal holes, and if they're huge, they are divinely open to applied density, and that causes also, it adds and can even compound to the density and the compression. And again, it's all for the good cause that comes later. Because again, humanity, the human souls as a whole have to make the choices, and it has to be done now. This time has been preordained through antiquity, and this time is upon us that we are emerging into that new world, the golden age, heaven on earth, whatever you call it. And as many of you know, you would say that perhaps many of your family and people you know are not awake. That may be your perspective. And of course, with awakening, there's many different levels with it. However, with the ones that you may even say are not awake, poof, they are awakening every moment now, to knowing that they have to do something, they have to stand, they have to make a change. And with all of the different levels of consciousness in the awakening, all levels have to make a change as well. And they have to change their focus and understand what they are here to do, and that is to effect and unite and to assist in creating the change. And this is where divine GPMS.world, which is the divine instrument and vehicle from Father God, Prime Creator Himself. This is the entire replacement system for humanity, but it's being done in a simple way and with a simple approach to make it easy for all, and also to do it quickly. So it's being done by a worldwide vote, if you will, where every child also votes in this through the consent. And this is to take humanity forward. And it's being done in this manner um, because it's kept simple. Humanity simply knows how a vote works, how a majority works. And with this, it's set up and designed that way. Once the majority choose their replacement system, the free and abundant world where there are no more worries. Once the majority choose that, this becomes your reality. It's real and it's already occurring. The only thing is, it's taking a while, and for various reasons, many, when the humanity are very good at adapting to survival. So, and sometimes as long as they're comfortable, let's say in their reality and in their living area, that they have enough, they're kind of in a comfortable or complacent domicile state, that they don't look for something better. But in this great time, all of that is being jeopardized to the fullest to show them that it is not the safety net that they thought that it was, and that in reality, their reality like that is hanging by a thread, a severed thread, and the emergence into the new world is here, and it is very real. It's not just a hope, or it's more than that. It's real, and it has already begun approximately just over 4 years ago to begin to be ratified, and it's a divine instrument. What is so important is the divine law that upholds it as well in reality. And the divine law is basically all of the human rights, if you will, which are actually intrinsic God-given rights, is on there. And the important one is the right of self-determination. And it's through that right of self-determination that we bring divine law into this worldwide system of legal man-made laws. And we bring it in such a way because it's already used self-determination in this reality. So ones can quickly identify with it once they know what it is, and it's very important. Anyone watching this on the website that's in the comments, our divinegpms.world, to read what self-determination is. And for any educated ones or scholars, as soon as you look at that and know that the self-determination, which is already a renowned right, if you will, you can see how this is the instant bridge through the self-determination to create this whole new reality. So again, not only have we kept it simple in layman's terms, we have also kept it simple in, let's say, the educated scholastic terms as well. That it's very simple, and with more educated ones, they'll attempt to complicate things and think things need to be complex. Yet there comes a time when these educated ones inside the box, they break through, and then they can see the simplicity of everything. So in these great times, I feel we're very close. Father Prime Creator has said that by December 31st of this year, we can be into this. It's possible, very possible, to be into this full divine world. What is presented there, it's from God, divinegpms.world, and it's brought into this reality. For I was divinely assigned to write this out as the conduit from God to deliver it to humanity and all of the divine ones. And this is actually every awakened one's mission. Every divine one, every spiritual leader, ascension guide. This here, I guess it's over on that side maybe, in the comments. This is their actual mission. This is the purpose. This is the reason that they are here to liberate all of humanity, and each one's role is directly connected to this divine instrument, this ascension instrument of divine GPMS world. And what's beautiful with this can occur even before December when you take all of the prominent influencers that are out there, and also sovereign groups, indigenous groups. As soon as they identify with this, all of these groups worldwide, and began to share it and promote it to their people, poof, in a flash, we would have the majority. And presently, there's about close to 350,000 have already ratified it. However, the numbers in a blink of an eye, when this goes viral, it happens very quickly, meaning that, yes, even a month from now, everyone could be in this free, abundant, and joyous world with no worries ever again. And it takes all of those to assist with doing this. I and other divine comrades have been putting it out tirelessly for the last few years, integrating it in to your present reality and seeding it. And we're at such a point now that it's becoming more clear that it is the only solution, which it is, but also that it is divinely ordained, and that it actually does come from God. It is backed by God, and God is very real. And again, it's been ordained. It's been preordained for this time. So ones just need to recognize that it is the ascension vehicle. So having said this, again, there are the periods of density that occur like today, and at those times, so you navigate through it, just don't do very much, and you wait for the signs in the cues when to be active. Even though today is a very dense day, it is a good day to give someone that's suffering in the density, divine GPMS world, and say, hey, this is real, it's happening, it is hope, but it is the real hope because it's already materially, tangibly being ratified into law. And this is for humanity. So it's not a joke, it is not a fantasy, it is not an illusion, it is the real deal. And this is what's coming. And everyone till then, hang in there, that we're right on the doorstep of this beautiful new reality that all of you felt in your heart was real. You knew it had to be somewhere out there, because this present savagery and insanity, it doesn't feel or seem right. You know there has to be something more, and it's already been in your heart to recognize that you weren't put here to suffer and struggle and survive. That's not what life is about. It's not what God is about. It's not what human souls are about. You're meant to thrive and enjoy in abundance and all of the good things, not suffer as a result of this beast system. You are to thrive with the heaven on earth system, and it's there for you. It's given to you freely. It's given to all. So it's important, that all children worldwide get your consents in there. We're even getting, I believe, Sister Nya had said a child 1 or even just 3 days old, the child's parents or guardians consented for the little baby. Just shortly after the baby was born, to be of this new world, and which is, and the children are so important for this new world. The children are the generation that ensures and ascertains this great advanced world for humanity. And the children are already divinely prepared with the great ingenuity and technology to um, fully support and advance humanity even further forward, to propel them uh, even beyond the state of civility. So, GPMS.world is the state of being civilized to the degree that out of this beast system, the savagery and the primitive means and tools of it are savage. So, to civilize humanity, this is the new world that does it. And once everyone is in joy and abundance and all of these things like poverty, lack, they no longer exist. They're eradicated instantly upon the ratification of GPMS.world, and it frees everyone up to have their life and have their family back, uh, needing to only contribute a few hours to the worldwide community, all new technologies, healing modalities, all free, but also uh, the most effective is the joy of the divine GPMS.world getting that majority. That is the healer in itself, because pain, suffering, and sickness does not exist in a reality where everyone has everything. Worry is eliminated. Poverty, which is all stress, that's eliminated in this new world. And 99% of ailments and sickness is caused by stress. So this heals the planet as well as every individual soul. It energetically heals them by taking away the things that make them sick, the enslavement of working monotonously at a job to survive, the struggle to survive, the worry, the separation of families by two parents needing to work and putting their children in daycare day after day. That's all foolishness. It's all sick. It's all savage. But it's all part of that beast system that enslaved and conformed ones to believe in it. But those times are over. This was the beast system. This is the heaven system that is given by God to all God's children. So, even though in this great time you may feel the density and things that are out there, I actually see it brightening up outside, and I think all of you can notice how it's got lighter here when I first come on, because it's breaking. The density is breaking outside, and more of the light is coming in. So, having said that, just have a look. Yeah, not many comments. And Christina and others. Yeah. So I wanted to keep this short, and I will. And with that love, light, and gratitude, everyone. And it's going to be more than all right. It's going to be perfect and going to be fine. And for everyone, look at the divine GPMS.world, and you will know why I'm saying everything is going to be fine. And let's say beyond your wildest dreams, but you had already felt it, that it was out there somewhere, and here it is with divine GPMS. It's the solution, but everyone needs to consent to it. You need to put your vote there materially So we create this in this material world for all of humanity and to save all of the children worldwide. Having said that, out of about 350,000 consents so far, there's about 50,000 of those that are children. And GPMS.world is a universal nation because it's all people all around the world, all souls, bringing them all together as one complete universal nation, which has divine law and has its monetary system that will not be activated to my knowledge until we have the majority vote. But let me say this monetary system is fully in place and it could be activated in less than 24 hours. However, the divine plan is yet no. We need the majority in agreement with this new world. We're not going to be giving money to individuals while others are in lack. This is for all. So we need the majority to ratify this into full law worldwide and begin distributing all of these funds to every man, woman, and child and essential goods and service providers. Unlimited money. There is no limit to money, and you can take a little more time and look through the website, and it may not be fully clear for educated ones, but it should be for it in its simplicity. All should feel and recognize it. It's the all-inclusive solution. It is the solution for every problem humanity had, because every problem was caused by the beast system. This is a new system that eliminates all of the problems by its design. So this system was designed to create problems, to create suffering, worry, lack. The system is designed for the opposite. Uplift everyone, give everyone everything, your full freedom, joy, excitement, everything you ever feel that you could have wanted in your heart. Because this is for your heart, and it is from the heart of God, Prime Creator, that has given this opportunity to every one of you souls worldwide. So, again, I'll stop rambling. Namaste and much love and light. We got that on the side. And peace and much gratitude. Have an amazing day. Much love. Thank you. Bye.